Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy LLD. This is the season premiere of Social Life. I got a lot of hot guests coming through today. I got my boy Chase, I got Quel Sykes, I got Lanita, and I got my man Dre-Ski coming through, man. Y'all stay tuned. It's the Social Life. The very first guest on the Social Life, we got my man coming out of Norfolk, Virginia, an up-and-coming model. My man's Chase. Welcome to the show, my brother.
What's going on? What's going on,
man? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I'm blessed.
Have a seat, man. Welcome to the show.
Hey, appreciate it.
So what's up, man? How you been?
I've been good, man. Been great,
man. Man. I see you doing a lot of big things, man. You looking good, man. Looking like money right now.
Money, man. I'm broke. I'm broke.
That's what's up, man. But yeah, man. So I just want to bring you on, man. First and foremost, I want to say I appreciate you coming on the show as my very first guest, man. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
That's love right there. I appreciate that.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
That's
first
what's up,
off,
man.
man. So
that's what's up. So,
I
man,
appreciate that.
If you don't mind, I want to get right into it, man.
Yeah, sure.
Got a lot of questions for you. Want to get right into it for the fans.
I like
you know
it.
What I'm saying? So first, I just want to start, man. What got you into modeling, man?
To be honest with you, it was just a multitude of different things, but honestly, I was just watching. I was watching other like creators and stuff like that, or like whether it be local people or just coworkers or whoever else, just doing things,
right? Starting
things as far as a brand,
right?
As far as a business,
right?
But it was just that, you know, like the simple fact that they are actually doing it. Right. They're like trying it. So it's like I'm looking on back and it's like, damn, man, you know, I want to do something too.
Right.
So I mean, like I just didn't know where, you know, like to go, you know, like from it. So I mean, like I started like to really think about it and say, all right, so what can I do to kind of monetize, you know, like the followers and, you know, like the females, quote unquote. But, you know, I was just thinking like, you know, what can I do? And like I had always heard that I should model. And at first I was like, man, I mean, that's a lane, but at the same time, I didn't really realize how big it could be. Right. But then it was also too, like I was looking around and I did see a particular local guy, you know, that was regular looking. And I said, wait a minute, how the heck is he, you know, on, but shit, I'm not now. Right. You know, so I mean, like it kind of had motivated me on like some hater shit, like, but it was just like, it was like, you know, like the competition like spirit.
You knew you could be on that level as well.
I'm telling you. So I was like, okay, if he is doing this, I can damn sure do something. Whether it be, I don't know, like Hanes or like Target or like anybody, I could do that. So I mean, I kind of had just took it as that. Right.
So I seen a lot of the visuals you got out, a lot of the portraits you got out. Any particular photographer that you enjoy working with the most?
Man, honestly, all of them really, because like every single one of them took a gamble. Right. Took a chance on me, you know, like to really display whatever it is that they are trying like to give off. So whether it be like my whole vision to like their vision, they had trusted me. So like as far as that goes, I mean, like I think it's just honestly every single one of them, you know. Play, Mark, you know.
Yeah, shout out to Play, man.
Yeah, man, Play, man.
Dope.
You know, Play, you know, Mark, everybody,
Mark,
man.
You know
So I mean, like I think it's just been like very, you know, like humbling though, because I mean they are literally trusting me to give off a certain image. Right. So yeah.
So when did you really realize, like what moment in your life, since you got behind the camera or in front of the camera, when did you really realize like this is what I know I'm meant to do? What moment?
To be honest with you, I think it was honestly when I was shooting with Play, and you know, like he had took a picture of me, you know, like a random one of me. I mean, just like walking towards him, and like the way that he had captured it, it was like perfect. It was perfect. And once I posted it, I had got a lot of like, you know, like buzz, like, you know, it was crazy. So I mean, I thought about it and I was just like, okay, you know what? Like I actually might have something here. So both of us had kind of had trusted it though, and like, you know, like we had just put it out there and just, you know, like the people had really had responded in like to it, you know, kind of quickly. So it was kind of different though. It was kind of weird though too as well, because again, I mean, like I really wasn't like pushing it, you know.
Right.
So.
What I like the most, man, from looking at your page and everything, I see you got the more casual vibes.
Yeah.
You got the, you know, the urban vibes. You know what I'm saying? Everything is pretty authentic. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like the most. You look like you just everything y'all come up with is not forced. You know what I'm saying? That's the good part about it.
And you know what's funny, man? Like me, like it's literally me and Play literally just wing shit. Like I mean, just literally just wing it. Like we'll like, you know, have a concept, have a date, and then like we'll like meet up, and it's like literally we'll like look at certain shots to look at certain poses and whatnot, and like say like, yo, this dope, and it's like, I mean, both of us like look at it like, all right, nah, man, we'll like, you know, like do it over. So really, I mean, it's like I just said, it's literally just trusting. It's trusting, you know, like the vision, but trusting, you know, your own talent too as well. So it's been beneficial. I know that clearly. So you know.
Is there anything, any type of shoot that you won't do? Anything that they ever put in front of you was like, nah, I ain't doing that? Or you pretty much open to anything they put in front of you?
To be honest with you, I can be open like to any shoot, just as long as it has the actual particular concept that makes sense. What I don't do, or just what I won't do, is just do a completely, you know, I mean, just bare, you know, like chested shirt off and like typical head ass nigga shit. Yeah. Like I mean, like that kind of shit. Like to me, that's not modeling. That's like, you know, for me, modeling is an art. It's an art form. Okay. So,
cloth talk.
Yeah, I'm serious though, because I mean, like it's really, I mean, like an art. So once I look at a guy like Michael B. Jordan, and once he's sitting there at an actual table with just him, a desk, and a glass, and it's just like, you know, like he still sells that picture.
Right.
That is modeling right there.
Right.
That's hard. It's very, very hard like to do, to make a very, very simplistic, you know, shot look intricate. That's modeling, you know, like
the good thing about it, man, like I said, when I look at your Instagram page and I see everything you do, everything from the top to bottom is professional. You know what I'm saying? I could tell it's well planned out, not forced. But I want to get back into something else, man. I seen the magazine. What was the magazine that I seen?
Oh yeah. That was Voyage, man. Shout out. You know, like the Voyage.
Okay. Voyage.
Voyage. They had found, you know, like my story kind of like interesting. So I was kind of shocked. Because like, think about it. Once you do have a lot of people like reaching out, a lot of people that are trying like to get on and stuff like that, you don't freaking think it'll be you know, like to get actually like noticed. But for them, I mean, like to even take out time like to notice, to say, hey, yeah, like we'll like, you know, interview you and like this and that and the fourth. So as far as it even like happening, I mean, like alone, that was just a blessing. But I mean, just more so too, I was just like very, very extremely humbled, you know, like to see that. Cause like once you do see, you know, like your face and, you know, the questions, the answers and stuff like that, it's just like, damn, man, I mean, like, you know, like I'm actually making moves, actually making progress. So that's exactly what, you know what I mean, it's about. So for like me, I mean, just even doing this for about like a year like plus, give or take. Like it's been crazy. It's been crazy though.
Good, man. So let's go into when you got the phone call, email, whatever, however it came, a Quel, K-Swiss. I seen you had the partnership with Quel and K-Swiss.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
But like T.I.'s brand, a Quel, that was just off of just like the most randomest shit, because I was like that night, man, I was actually on my like Nintendo Switch playing Smash Bros and shit. My damn phone was like blowing up, and it's like I'm looking over it and, you know, like whatever else, but it's like it kept on, you know, like popping up.
Right.
So I mean, like I had tapped on it, and like it was a photographer named Charles, and like Charles had introduced himself as, hey, I'm Charles. Like I work with T.I.'s brand, a Quel, and just as soon as I saw that part, like I was like, wait a minute, what?
Like, oh,
you know,
shit,
like hold on, time out. So I mean, like I literally had hit pause, doop,
yeah.
looked at it, and just I was like, wait a minute, hold on, like this is this is actually real. So I mean, Key had just asked me like, would I be interested in like modeling, you know, for it. So I was like, hell yeah. I mean, that's just, you know, like common sense. It makes sense to me.
Right.
So but like I pretty much had got discovered through me and Play's photo shoot. I'm trying to remember which one of it. My bad. But anyway, that one there, I guess it's like stuck out though. You know, like Tim. So you know, like he had reached out to me, and after that, you know, what I mean, it was just easy. It was just something different. It was a new like opportunity, and just like again, like I'm just thankful. I'm thankful for it because it's like again, you have all these models and stuff like that reaching out or whichever case,
and
but you literally had just picked me out of all these people.
Have any other brands reached out to you?
To be honest with you, besides like K-Swiss, that's about it. Well, scratch that. There's a few other ones. Like it's another brands though that is like overseas actually. It's a watch company called Pierre something.
Okay.
Sorry though. But yeah though. I mean they all have reached out to me though too as well. There's a couple other companies too.
Any being from the area, 757 area, it's a lot of hot. It's a lot of top local clothing brands going on right now. Like, you ever thought about being the face of anybody's local clothing brand that's out here, or anybody ever came to you locally like, hey man, I see what you got going on?
Man, you know what's crazy? Like, I definitely have had a couple like local brands and stuff like that, but I mean, hopefully though, you know, once our schedules like pretty much align, me and Quel, you know, like work on something.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, but just as far as, you know, the local brands and stuff like that, nobody in like particular has really had reached out like to me, you know, like to be a actual face of it, but I mean, like I'm definitely open though, like to it.
Hey, local brands out there, my man Chase.
Please.
Holler at my boy, man. He it.
Yeah, man. Please do.
So look, man, what you got coming up next? What can we expect to see from you next? You know, in the future. What you got going on, man?
Well,
are you just still grinding, pretty much same old, just keeping the portraits put up?
You know what's funny? You know, the biggest thing is that like I just want like to use modeling as a stepping stone. You know, like to branch out to a clothing brand, possibly. Like I'm still like working on that now. Like I'm still like, I mean, just trying like to figure out a bit of a blueprint for it. And I would just say that like I'm trying like to go to a modeling agency, you know, like at some point in time, because I clearly have, you know, like a particular like visual, you know, that's been, you know, I guess tasteful, you know, like enough. So that's my plan, you know, like to get to a agency like at some point in time. So hopefully, I mean, I can make that happen probably about next year or whichever case. So,
well, I want to shift the wave a little bit. I got a fan on social media that asked a question. I'm gonna put that out there before we get too far. So Kiara, she told me not to say her Instagram name.
Okay, cool.
But Kiara from Norfolk, you know,
Norfolk.
She's asking, is Chase single or taken?
Like I'm definitely single. I'm definitely single. I'm definitely single, and like I can just say that I'm definitely open. Open though for like conversation. But at the same time, you know,
conversation only.
Conversation and whatnot to just see if it's like that we
so
pretty much
basically
align.
You ain't got time to waste. You know what I'm saying? That's I'm saying.
Like listen. That's the one thing I do not have a lot of time for is a lot of wasting of it. So like I do want to settle down like at some point. Like I do want to get married. I do want to have another kid and all the other you know cool ass shit.
Right.
But I mean at the same time, the biggest thing is that what you have to understand is that either me and you have to be compatible enough, you know, like to work. Because if it's not, then I mean, like it's not gonna work. No matter like whatever type of attraction, you know, like it is. So
man, just sitting back, looking though. I'm shifting back into what we were talking about. Sure. Going back to the interview side of it. So he's single, Kiara, by the way. You know what I'm saying?
I'm single though.
Well, we're going back into the interview side. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to, shout out to the sponsors of the show, Clout Cigars, by the way. You know, them boys been holding me down for a while. They was the first people to jump out there. So shout out to Clout Cigars. So speaking of cigars, man, I just felt like, you know, I see that you smoke just as much as I smoke. I can see you doing that, man. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, we need to link up. Clout, Chase, we can do a collaboration.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
Cigars, I'm here for it because I love them. It's a nice feeling. It's a nice aura, you know. It's nothing like, you know, coming on home from work or like whichever case, just sitting down, have a nice little glass,
you know what I'm
have
saying?
a nice smoke, have a nice music to enjoy, like with a nice lady. It's a win-win. It's a win-win situation normally.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So before I let you go, man, I know you said you got, you know, pretty much the same thing coming up. You're just grinding right now.
Yeah, just trying to grind.
You had the magazine, the published magazine, Voyage, right?
Yeah, Voyage, K-Swiss,
K-Swiss, Cool.
Damn, man, that's a lot.
Yeah, so you're doing your thing, man. I'm proud of you, man. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you, man.
Other than that, man, it's the social life. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Coming up next, got an up-and-coming artist out of Virginia Beach, Virginia, making a lot of waves in the city, man. Got a lot of big things coming up. Dre-Ski, welcome to the show, man.
What's good, man? How are you?
All right, good, man.
For sure.
Appreciate you coming through, man.
Yes, sir.
Have a seat, man. Have a seat.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So Dre-Ski, man, one of my favorite dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? Making a lot of waves, man.
For sure.
I really fuck with your vibe, man, for real. Like, I like the music, you know what I'm saying? I like your style, everything about you, man. I really fuck with it, man, for real. I want to just get right into it, man. For the people who don't know, who is Dre-Ski? What type of person are you? Let them know.
Oh, man, you know, thank you for having me, my brother. You know what I'm saying? You know, my name is Dre-Ski, from Virginia Beach, Virginia, born and raised, man. You know, been around the world, traveled a little bit, been making waves, you know, in the music. I had a few opportunities here and there, you know, opened up for Lupe Fiasco back in the day, opened up for Fab, salute to Fab.
Okay.
You know, had an audition for Jay-Z Rock Nation.
Okay.
I started my record label, it's called XB Music Group. Okay. Back in 2015. Had a couple artists that were signed to me last year. As of right now, man, you know, I got a studio out in Virginia Beach. You know,
any name?
Called the Drip House 757.
Okay, check that out.
You already know.
You got the IG page?
Shout out to G, man. We got an IG page. That's Drip House, drip.house, that's HAUS 757. So go ahead and follow that, man. But nah, man, I mean, you know, more about myself, man. I've been, you know, definitely independent. Not to say that I wasn't trying to get signed to a major. I had a manager back in like 2010. You know, he was trying to get me signed to both Atlantic and Star Trek. You know, back in the day there. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. But you know how that go. You know, but just kept pushing, man. You know, working on content. You know, I've had my stuff sponsored by DJBooth.net. You know, it's a DJ out in New York. His name DJ Relent. Okay. Been on a whole bunch of blogs. You know, just trying to, you know, continue to push. You know, especially as technology has you know, grown, especially allowing new artists and up and coming artists to put them on a platform, you know, to push their music, where, you know, the old model where you had to go through a label, get signed, and then they, you know, they package you and put you in a box.
Put you on the shelf,
Nowadays you don't need to do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful thing.
So how is it playing both sides of the ball, being basically the label manager and trying to be an artist? Like, how do you balance the two?
You know, that's a great question, man. I think it's a little tough because I'm not a manager. You know what I'm saying? You know, I have one of my homies, we're business partners in the studio. He's taken over as the managerial role. But what I've done from playing both sides, being the CEO and an artist, because I know the whole cliche, you know, artist signing an artist. You know, I've just taken a lot of the opportunities that I've had and have allowed other people to, you know, eat off that. You know, I get it with the whole, you know, unfortunately with COVID hitting.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was slated to perform at Something in the Water, you know, South by Southwest, Rolling Loud, Shag Fest, you know, everything that was supposed to take place.
Something in the Water would have been big.
It would have been huge because, you know, this year was one of them years where I know last year was, you know, obviously the first.
Right.
But this year they was allowing a lot of, you know, independent artists to get that shine.
Get that shot.
Like, yeah.
So, XBMG,
man. You know,
man.
XB Music Group. You know what I'm saying? It's been rocking since 2015.
Okay.
You know, you see the change.
Yeah.
You know,
sure.
You know, man, we just pushing, man. I mean, I got a website, you know, xbmusicgroup.com. You know, and it's not so much as, you know, I'm the artist, but, you know, I feel like I love music so much that I'm willing to, you know, I love looking for new talent and just giving people who have, you know, dope talent opportunities, because I get it, everybody's situation is different, to where, you know, your financials may not be in a position, but you dope. So me as a label, you know, if I'm able to see talent, then I can invest in you. So let's say like you an artist, I'm able to invest in you and put you in a situation that you wasn't before. And, you know, even if whether you blow up and go to that next level, you don't have to necessarily be under me. You know, it's just giving you that extra exposure, giving you that extra backing that you ain't had before.
So pretty much you just bringing guys on that got the hustle, might not got the money.
Exactly.
Just want to get that look, want to get that family vibe.
Because
Because
it's a lot of artists out here. You know, I feel like the Tidewater area, the Hampton Roads area, the 7-5, is so much untapped talent. You know, it's a lot of new artists out here, older artists, you know, that don't, you know, get the recognition that they deserve, you know, and I get it, you know, because they competing with, you know, the majors, you know, and I get it, you know, you might be like, man, you know, no shade to the mainstream, but you're like, man, I know my stuff is doper than this dude's stuff, but why am I not on? It's not to be on some hater stuff. It's just like, okay, but you got to understand it. And,
I'm really moving.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm really moving.
And study the game, you know, which is very important, you know, as an up and coming. And I tell a lot of artists, man, you know, keep in mind, this is the music business. Keep in mind the music business. You got to understand the business side of becoming an artist, because a lot of artists, you know, even with these mainstream artists, you know, you see them, you know, getting in compromising situations with their contract. They're not reading their contract. You know, they don't have the lawyers, and they getting ran. You know, they deal is like an 80-20 where they only get 20% while the label is getting 80. That's crazy. You know, so it's one of them type of things. Right.
Hey man, so that's love. So I'm just curious. So let's just say if I'm an artist on a label, and let's just say I ain't happy with the views I'm getting or the publicity, am I pretty much my own boss on the label, or am I getting pushed like everybody else? Is it a team effort, or is it just pretty much, hey, you signed to us and, you know, you just doing your own thing, we just backing you?
I would say it's definitely a team effort, man, because, you know, I'm a true believer in any business, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're a representation of me and I'm a representation of you. So the brand itself, you know, let's say you were signed to my label, right? You're repping my brand, so you're a reflection of me. So me as a CEO, I would do everything in my willpower to push you, because at the end of the day, you know, if I shine, you shine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I get it, you know, being from the area, and you heard the term of the crab in the barrel syndrome.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to do their own thing, but if we can come together, you know what I mean, and we're all working to a common goal, that's the move. So if you were signing my label, you know, I would do everything in my power to put you to the next step. You know, and I have done this. You know, I've put my stuff on the back burner to make sure that, because at the end of the day, like, you know, you, like I said, you shine, I shine. So I'm trying to put you in a situation that you wasn't before, and get you to that next level.
Every man on the same level.
Exactly.
I don't know, man. Sound real good. I'm thinking about coming out of retirement. Just
man, holla at me.
Yeah, man, for sure. For sure. I might have to make a comeback. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me know. Let me know.
Coming up. You know what I'm saying? Look,
let me know.
But for real, man. Like, let's get back into it. Hey, look, man. Projects. Let's talk about the projects.
Oh man.
Before we get too far ahead, man, because I really want to talk about my favorite song.
Okay, I got to sip my drink.
Yeah, go ahead. Take a little sip. Previous projects. What was the last project you dropped that people may not know about, may not heard about? What was your project, the most recent previous one?
So the most recent previous project, it was called Long Story Short. It was my first EP that I put on, you know, the major streaming platforms. But I've done a lot of previous mixtapes, you know, whether it be on Dat Piff, Audio Mac, my mixtapes, you know, you can Google me and be on that. Right. But as far as for major stuff that, you know, because everybody's either on Spotify, Apple Music, you can find my project, Long Story Short. But to fast forward,
download that, Long Story Short.
Man, you already know, man. One of my major projects, you know, that dropped September 24th is Game 6, man.
Game 6, okay.
So, you know,
but before we get into the Game 6, let's stay on Long Story Short.
Okay.
What was your favorite track off Long Story Short?
Full Circle.
Full Circle, okay.
Full Circle. Full Circle, man, is a tough one because, you know, it talks about, you know, obviously with the Black Lives Matter movement. Okay. You know, and it was
shout out to the Black Lives Matter movement.
You know, definitely when it dropped, you know, rest in peace to George Floyd, but when it dropped, it literally, and I had recorded that song before all of this had happened, but I was talking about, you know, our social inequalities that we deal with, you know, as black men, as young kings, that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. You know, like you could be, you know, a multimillionaire, but all the, you know, unfortunately, you know, some people may see you still as just the color of your skin. They don't know what exactly. You know, all your skin is labeled as a weapon. So I pretty much touched a lot of, you know, the social, you know, inequalities in that track, and it speaks a lot of truth. You know, and I recorded that song back in, you know, 2017. You know, and it's crazy because it's like 3 years later. You know, it's still, even when I recorded it, we're still dealing with the same stuff in 2020. Okay, you feel me? So that's one of my you know, tough joints on there, and I got a video for that too.
So we're gonna check that out too, man.
For sure.
Y'all can check out my man Dre-Ski stuff after the interview. We're gonna drop that video, man.
Yeah.
But let's go moving forward. Let's go back to the Game 6.
Okay, man.
Game 6, man. We ain't going to Game 7, right? To Game 6.
Game 6, man. We look. We either win or we go home, man.
Game 6.
Man, Game 6, man. You know, what inspired me to make that EP, man, was obviously I watched the Jordan, you know, the Last Dance joint.
Last Dance, okay.
And I was sitting on my couch and I was like, man, like how can I touch on, you know, the music but relate it, you know what I'm saying? And you know, at the end of the day, life is a game. You know, we play to win. Right. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you know, you're trying to figure out what plays and positions you gotta move. And at the end of the, you know, at the end of the day, when you a team player, right? You know, you may not, you know, you got your starting five, but you trying to figure out where you fit at in the mold. Right. You know, you may not be the star player, but you play right. You may be the sixth man off the bench. Right. You know what I'm saying? But how do you contribute? But given, you know, it's a 6-track EP, you know, and it's fire. I ain't gonna cap. I'm gonna be 100. It's cap. It's fire. There's no cap. It's fire. But like I said, I'm touching on a lot of different things, and you know, it's gonna be a dope. It's gonna be a fire project.
What's your favorite song off Game 6?
Oh man, Game 6.
Hard to pick. You know
Game 6. Hey man, shout out Terrific, man. Shout out to Pick, man.
Okay.
You know, Terrific on the joint. He on the chorus. My man Pick, you know, he on the second verse. You know, it's definitely
gotta get y'all boys on the show.
Yeah, it's definitely one of them joints, man. We're shopping right now to try to get it. Because what they have, and shout out to United Masters. They have an opportunity for independent artists to submit, like, you know, those type tracks to the NBA and to get your stuff spun on
2K.
On 2K.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Dope.
Yeah, it's one of the type of joints, you know, you selecting your player, you like, yo, this joint fire.
That's that Dre-Ski, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them type of joints, man.
How do you come up with the name Dre-Ski? Or it's just a
childhood
name?
You know, I'm gonna keep it 100, man. You know, unfortunately, it's a lot of Dre-Skis out there, man. But I'm the original, man. I'm keeping it all the way a buck, man. I'm gonna put that for the record, man.
Right. For the record, man. Hold on. You know, for the record, it's the original Dre-Ski.
The real. You know what I'm saying? In 2005, you know, my homies used to call me Skino.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, my
that wasn't the ski mask way, was it?
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
we ain't gonna get into all that.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get into all that. Look, they side, what up? Nah, man, so they used to call me Skino. And originally my stage name was Dre-Skino. But I was like, man, I gotta
shorten it up.
Yeah. So it was Dre-Ski. So my first project that I dropped in 2006 was called Follow Me. And back when, you know, they had the hard CDs, you know, I was pumping them, literally going around when I was in college, passing them out. And then I shortened it to Dre-Ski. And then what I did was when I dropped that project, I submitted it to the Library of Congress to get my name copywritten. Okay. So, the biggest thing is getting my name trademarked so I can, all you fake Dre-Skis out there, I'm keeping it a buck. We can dead that. But nah, man, at the end of the day, man, that's how I came up with the name. The homies just call me Ski, and I just roll with it. And then my first name is Mondre, Mondre, and then Dre. So people just call me Dre, and it's just Dre-Ski. Yeah.
So before I get into the Twisted track, just want to know, man, like when you in the studio and you thinking of Game 6, what's your thought process for the whole entire, like, I know you said you went back to The Last Dance, but like other than The Last Dance, was it anything else on any other song other than the Black Lives Matter that really motivated you? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy that you asked that. That's a great question. Turning Point. Turning Point is a tough track. Don't get me wrong, like Twisted, and we can touch more on Twisted. Okay. Twisted is more of a for the ladies and a vibey type track.
My favorite track, man.
But
you know what I'm saying?
I let people know, man, I'm a bar spitter. I go first. I let people know I go bar to bar with anybody. I can freestyle. We ain't this off the top. You know what I mean? I've stood toe to toe with the best of them. Okay. But the when I go into the studio, it's like going there with ammunition. You know what I mean? We going there to spray kill everything. Yeah, you know what I mean? And come in with and then on top of that, this is not talking about. I'm not a type of person to talk about stuff that I don't do. I talk about real life things that I've been through, and things that I try to relate to other folks that may hear my music, where they be like, man, I ain't an artist, but bro, I feel you. I've had a lot of people be like, bro, I feel you. And to me as an indie, that's big, because music is art. You know what I'm saying? I'm painting my life on a canvas for you to relate. You know what I'm saying? To touch something that you may not be comfortable speaking on, but when you hear, you like, bro, I fuck with you. I hear that. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what it is.
So we got Game 6.
Yes, sir.
Release date for Game 6, man. When that coming out?
Game 6, September 24th, man. Lock it in, man. You can pre-order right now on iTunes, Spotify. Okay. But it's about to be a movie, September 24th.
And for the people that's trying to find you, man, what can they find you? What's your Instagram, Facebook?
Oh man, definitely IG. The Real. So it's THEREAL_DRESKI. The Real Dre-Ski. Because like I said before, I'm the Real Dre-Ski. And definitely, man, if you look me up on Spotify or Apple Music, on any of your major platforms, it's DRE-SKI, like Jay-Z, Dre-Ski, shout out to Jay, man. That's one of my,
shout out the whole, greatest
greatest in the game, man, the GOAT, man,
So, other than yourself and the guys on your label, who's your personal favorite artist? Like, who do you listen to daily? What's in your playlist?
Man, man, that's a tough question.
You more of a rap guy or R&B guy when you come into your personal music?
I ain't gonna cap, man. I really don't listen to rap as much. I ain't, when I'm at the crib.
I feel you, yeah.
I'm on that, Snow Allegra.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? The vibes.
I want you around.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's my man? What's the group called? Division.
Oh yeah, DVSN.
DVSN.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm on that type of vibe. However, when it comes to rap, obviously Fab. Let me reiterate that. Fab. Yeah. J. Cole. Okay. I touched back in the old J. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, I actually I went on Amazon and copped Jay-Z's Blueprint album, the CD, just for some nostalgia. To read the booklets. You know what I'm saying? These young kids, they don't know about they don't know about when you had to wait till Tuesday till the junk come out. You know what I'm saying? Definitely those are my top 3. But I listen to right now what's in the playlist. I ain't gonna cap Moneybag Yo. Okay. I'm listening to Moneybag because I like even though we more East Coast, but I like that
grit. Yeah.
That grit, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of listen to what they talking about, painting a picture of how they living. But yeah, man, it's
facts. Well, that's what that is, man. Look, Twisted, my favorite track. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Twisted track, man. So let's start from the beginning. What's the process for Twisted? Yeah, because that's and you know I love everything else you do. I done did my research on you, man. You're a stand-up guy, but when I heard that Twisted for the first time and I seen that video, hey, go on Vivo. It's Vivo, right?
Yeah, Dre-Ski Vivo.
Go on Dre-Ski Vivo. Twisted track, man. Hard. You know what I'm saying? Video hard, bars hard, strictly for the ladies, you know what I'm saying? That good, smooth vibes, man. But Twisted track, man, when you went out of the Game 6 mentality and jumped over to the Twisted single, what got you going for Twisted? Did you see somebody in the club one night? Was it somebody you talking to? Like what was it? You know what I'm saying?
That's a great question, man.
Shout out to the girl in the video. Who is that, man?
Man, you know what I'm saying, man. Shout out to Miss. Her name is Emerald.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She real cool. She real dope. When I first started writing, so when I first got the beat, right, I was like, you know what? I need to do something that's out of my swim lane. Out the
box,
Out the box. Because I get it, you know, everybody, and I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of artists are afraid to step out of their swim lane. Because if you a bar-y type rapper, you know, you still want to cater to another lane, you know, primarily for the ladies. I mean, what we doing?
Right.
You know,
that's what it's all about.
What we doing it for? You know what I'm saying? You know? But I wanted to give something that the ladies could feel to, and not too, I didn't want to get like too emotional on the joint, you know what I mean?
Still want to keep it in between.
Keep it in between. But you know, we fellas, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we might have that little, you know, our little main little boo thing we just like, look, man, I ain't even trying to hold you. I'm just trying to.
Ain't nobody on your hip right now, is it? You know what I'm saying?
Look,
free game.
Man, look,
I ain't trying to get you in trouble, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, you ain't get me in trouble. It's free game. But however, you know how that goes.
Right.
However, you know, it's one of them type of joints, man. Like, you know, I wanted to cater to the females, but still give it for the fellas to where they could put in their joint, you know, ride out with their ladies. You know, you taking your little joint to, you know, Benihana, Chains, you know, Cheesecake Factory. You know what I'm saying? Something you can slide, little upscale, nothing too crazy. But when I was doing it, the visuals, you know, shout out to my videographer, Virtue the artist, man.
Okay, shout out to Virtue, man.
Man, shout out to Virtue, man. He's the GOAT, you know, when it comes to, you know, and I ain't, you know, I get everybody doing their thing. Right. He's fire.
Right. That's where you got your chemistry.
That's why I got. I've been rocking with him since 2016. But he had told me, he was like, man, we need to do a track for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Something that like is unorthodox. You know what I mean? So when I did Twisted, I was like, okay. And then the whole Spodioty Dopalicious.
Right.
Portion.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Okay.
That in the beginning. You know
so if you ever listen to, you know, Outkast, Aquemini, you know the song. And remember when Big Boy was like, when I met my Spodioty Dopalicious, her eyes was shining like a 4-carat diamond, straight blinded. You know, he said, man, her neck was smelling like a sweet plate of candy yams with extra syrup. That's where I got it from, cause I was like, man, you could be my little Spodioty Dopalicious. And, you know, and you know, I get it. You know, these new joints, they like, what is that? You know what I mean? Look, so, you know, you be my little Spodioty. You know,
show the age. You know what I'm saying?
You know, and you could put them on. You know what I'm saying? So that was where I got that from, and then just like, you know, staying relevant, because that's the biggest thing. You know, how can you make music to cater to the common, as well as not either sounding too old or sounding too young, but staying relevant and giving something that everybody could feel. I think that's one of the biggest challenges, because you know, everybody out here talking about different things, but you know, Twisted is, you know, it's a vibey type track, you know what I mean? And then the video is just crazy.
Crazy. Telling you. Vivo, Dre-Ski, Twisted, man.
Man, shout out to Virtue, man. That's my guy, man. Shout out to
man, before I let you go, man, a couple more questions, man.
Yes, sir.
Just want to know, after Game 6, what can I look forward to coming from the label or coming from you? Or after Game 6, are you going back to the artist, pushing them, or?
Man, you know, that's an outstanding question, man. I'm working on my next project, because the way I work, once I'm done with a project, I'm already working on the next. The next project, man, is called Turning Point. You know, I went through the phases, you know, the early 2010s, 2011, 2012, the backpack rap. You know what I mean? If you go listen to like my older stuff. But this Turning Point is basically, you know, me solidifying, making my imprint in the game in regards to, hey, this is where I'm at. Like, okay, when you hear it, you gonna like, oh he in here. He
in his bag.
He in his bag. You know, and that's where I'm aiming to for that. But there's no set date on Turning Point. You know, because I'm a true believer of taking your time for your craft. In a way now, you know, back in the day when you would make EPs or projects or LPs, you know, you might have 15, 16 tracks. You know, nowadays people's attention span is shorter. So you want to give them 7 tracks. You know what I mean? But those 7 tracks got to be phenomenal. You know what I mean? You want to give them something that they can, like, you know, it's like dope, man. It's like the rap, like Jay-Z said, man, the rap game like the crack game, man. You want to make sure, you know, give them a little fix, you know, give them more, you know, want back and, you know, give them more the fight off.
On my way home from work, every night I'm playing that, you know, Twisted track.
I appreciate
it's on
that.
my story. I'm getting inboxes on it.
I appreciate
Girls
that.
inboxing me, asking me, who is this dude? You know what I'm saying? Like, I had it on at the crib the other night. They see you on the screen. They're like, man.
You know, they had the shirt off. And
yeah. So they was feeling it. So, couple questions, man. I got 2 questions, man, that certain people ask. We're just going to go right into it, man.
Okay.
What do you prefer in your woman? Pink toes or white toes?
You know, I like my sisters, man. We're going to keep it a buck. You know, I'm an equal opportunist, you know what I'm saying? You know, when it comes, you know, I like pretty women, you know what I'm saying? Like I've dated all spectrums of the rainbow. You know what I mean? So
which one you like more on your girl? Pink toes, white toes?
I like the sisters, man. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. You know, I got to, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm an African king. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, look, man. You know, I love a sister who got her shit together.
So we gonna ask Dre-Ski again. What do you like on your women? On their feet?
You feel
when
me?
they got their toes out, you like pink toes on your chick or white toes? Which color toes are you rocking with?
Man, I like the white toes.
You gotta go with the white toes.
Good
the
white toes. You feel me?
You know,
and the white toes, man. Look, man, ladies, man, you gotta make sure your feet is
white
is
toes
A1.
on, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
They know I like the white toes.
You feel me?
So the last one, man. Might be kind of a crazy question.
Okay, I gotta sip my drink on this.
Short girl, tall girl, which one was you?
Man, you know, that's a great question. Man, I like them
some people like them tall.
Man, I'm a no cap, man. I like them Amazons, man.
Okay.
I like them long, you know what I'm saying?
You like to climb a couple trees.
Hey, man, he said long legs, she don't walk. You know what I'm saying? I like climbing trees, man. But, you know, I've had, you know, anywhere ranging from 5'2" to 5'10", you know what I'm saying? When they put the heels on, you know what I'm saying? But you know, you gotta, you know, as a man, regardless height, you just gotta be confident in yourself.
That's what's up, man. But there you have it, man. My man Dre-Ski. We got the Twisted single out right now on iTunes, Spotify. We got Game 6 about to drop this week coming up.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of big things coming. What's the label again?
XB Music Group, LLC.
XB Music Group, man. Check them boys out. A lot of big things coming, a lot of waves going on, man. I fuck with you, man. Thanks for coming to the show.
Thank you for having me, G.
No problem, man. It's the social life. We out. Coming up next, we got another very special guest doing a lot of big things in the designers game, clothing lane, for the men, for the women, doing it big. My man, Quel Sykes, welcome to the show, bro.
Good, bro.
Appreciate you for coming through.
Appreciate you.
All right, again, welcome to the show, man. Appreciate you for coming on.
Appreciate it.
Let's start it. Let's go right in. Just want to know, man, give us a idea of who Quel Sykes is, what you're about.
I'm just me. I'm humble, chill guy.
Low
Doing what I do for my family, low key. Everybody, like, I be around, but just be in the background.
Right.
I don't really be everywhere, but I pick and choose.
Let's just dive right in it, man. This is one of my personal favorite people to have on the show. You're one of my personal favorite because I like what I seen with the Roll of Seven. It's Roll of Seven, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the Roll of Seven clothing line. It caught me off guard. I didn't even know you had nothing coming up, but when I did finally see it, the first thing I seen were the shorts. They caught my eye. And then I also seen you were doing something for the women's line too as well. So going back to the beginning, before we even get to Roll of Seven, when did you first get into the design lane?
Well, I always like had a good thing for fashion, I should say. Designer really came over this year. Really, Corona, sitting in the house.
Just coming up with stuff.
Yeah, I'm a thinker, so I think all day. Even though people see me, I'm not talking. I'm thinking. Like I really sleep because I'm always thinking. Like I get like 4, maybe 5 hours of sleep every night.
Roll of 7. The name. Where did the name come from? How did you come up with it? What was the thought process of that?
This time here, everybody taking risks. Like, that's gambling. Roll of 7. That's craps. Like you roll 7. Like
I see. Yeah.
You win, but if you roll, I don't know how the game. I don't play craps.
Right. I know the concept. Right.
But but it's taking a chance. It's a risk. And
gotcha.
There's a risk of reward.
Gotcha. So when you're going into, when you first come out, okay, roll of 7. This is me. What was the first thing that you knew you wanted to make, to put out there to represent your brand?
Always, I look at fashion, but women have the lock on fashion.
Right, yeah, that's true.
They have it locked on fashion. Like,
shout out to the ladies.
Yeah, best of both worlds. Like, they were the men's, they were women's. They bring it together, switch it up. Like, it's some dope women out here dressing.
So it's just a lot easier to go that route. Okay.
Well, other than that, I just had I like seeing women in different looks, like style. Like that's actually I look at men, but I look at women too, because it's like dang, like you really out here killing it. Like women been doing a lot of stuff lately though. Like they've been on top. But I just like that. I like how I should say, hold on. I like to see my woman in that type of look. So like for me, I like to dress my woman sometimes because like try new things from here. Like everybody that's fashion, but everybody don't look.
Can't wear it the same. Right.
Can't wear it the same.
Gotcha.
But the women, they got a game, but it's just like they're the bigger consumers.
Right.
That's one. And on top of that, like I said, go back to me saying I like my woman in a certain look, so it's like it was kind of like given to designing their stuff.
Okay. So what inspired you? Like what inspires you, or who inspired you? I understand that you said this year you said I'm gonna get into the design game, start making the clothes, and put my name and my brand out there. But like, was it a certain person, certain designer, local or non-local?
My bro Mike Fletcher.
Okay.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to Mike Fletcher.
Doing big things. Okay. But we always like, you know, like as his best friend, but that's more like my brother. Like that, we talk every day, family. He been in it for some years, a decade over. Okay. Honestly, into it, and he just like inspiration. We consult on different ideas and stuff like that. So
throw it back and forth.
Yeah, I always had a thing for fashion. Then I bought my sewing machine. My cousin Trotter Galore, check him out as well.
Okay, shout out to Trotter.
He showed me how to use the surgery to actually put things together more easier. And me just sitting there altering some of my stuff myself, I got into just like ideas. Like someone thinking, so I was just out, saw a shirt, I'm like, man, that'd be dope for a female.
So you can walk into, so basically you can just go into the thrift store with an idea, see a shirt and create it.
Yeah, most times you go in a thrift store, you're looking for a certain piece or you're just searching to see what I can find. I still do that to this day. But yeah, just inspiration from different stuff, looking at fashion all day long, looking at women, people, or fashion UK and Tokyo, Japan, all that, just all over the world. And then like I get ideas from that.
So with the Roll of 7 brand, I noticed the shorts with the Michael Jordan and Dennis Rodman AI.
Yeah.
I see the tote bags. You wearing one right now? Pretty dope. I like those.
The paisley print.
So are they unisex?
Yeah, unisex.
Okay. Yeah.
The tote bag, it was just like idea just came to me. I saw people doing the paisley print already. Then I found a bandana in the house, 3 of them, 3 red ones. Okay. The red one, that's my favorite piece because that's the first thing I created. Gotcha. I'm mad now. Think about it now. I sold it. I'm done for it. I think, but yeah. But I sat on the phone with Mike, just sewing. I tell you, me and Mike talk all the time. So on the phone with Mike, just sewing. He was like, "Yo, that's dope, bro." Because I'm proud of you seeing creating shit like just over this time.
It's coming off the top.
Off the top. Like I said, I saw the print people doing stuff already. I'm like, let me get a tote bag or something like that, something chill, and go with how I dress or how others dress.
So going back to the shorts, what was the process of the shorts like? When you came out with that, obviously I can tell men and women can wear them, but what was the process? Like, how do you know, like, okay, I seen this, I want to make shorts out of this, because they pretty dope.
So I saw other brands have done it before, and like, it's dope. I want to give me a pair, and I thought about, I'm sewing now. I'm just getting into it, I'm learning. One, I just tried to find the fabric. I searched for the fabric, finally found it where I can get it from, and I made my first pair. Watching the YouTube video how to create shorts, and I followed the video, and I kept going. I'm like, man, let me try this print, or let's try what I've been doing, because I want a pair, so I'm making myself. And ordered fabric, made it. It took me a minute because I was nervous to cut into it and messing up, but I actually messed up on the first ones I made. They Dennis Rodman, I call him Knight Rider, because his face is black, and he actually on a motorcycle. Yeah. So that was actually the first pair I made, and I altered them for myself, but I made them too small, so I gave them to my cousin, New Mansa.
Gotcha. Shout out to New Mansa, man. Dope artist, by the way. New Mansa, shout out to him. He'll be coming on soon, couple weeks, however long it takes. Like, shout out to my boy. I was like,
I'm getting him. We talk all the time too, because he got his clothing line he's doing, along with his different projects in the music game. He's like, bro, I like them shits. Let me get them. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and fix them for you. Finish sewing everything, waistband, all that, and he wore his last video. He just shot.
How often does that happen over time? Like when you're creating something new or just trying something out, when you mess up a lot, do you just kind of trash, or you just be like, all right, let me just get this to whoever, let me see if they'll wear it?
Honestly, I done messed up plenty of times just learning. I just keep going. Like, I may see something else, let me try this. I just keep going. If I cut something off too much, I can wear it for somebody, or sell this, can give it to someone else, or find somebody, post or whatever. I just like creating shit. So it's like, when I was doing it, I messed up on the shorts. I actually hit him up, like I said, altered them for his size, and gave them him.
Cool. So what type of designs do you got coming up? Anything new in the works, or you pretty much whatever you got out?
I got a lot of stuff in the works. Like I said, I'm thinking all day.
Fall attire?
I wake up thinking. I got some hoodies about to release, some shirts. They dope.
Cool.
It's for the cultures.
That's what's up, man. So
I got some actual vegan leather tote bags I'm about to release. And some other bags. The vegan leather, where they go, because a lot of up and coming brands are using it. So, and then you can't really dealing with Peter. You see rappers talk about all the time. They wear fur coats and all that. But it was a good marketing way, and for up and coming, it was affordable. So it's definitely nice quality.
With the sewing machine, how long did it take you to get it down pat?
So the actual sewing machine, I learned how to sew in a home ec, I think it was middle school, and we sewed a pillow. And I always knew how to use a sewing machine. So then I asked Trotter to show me how to use the serger. He showed me everything, how to put thread in everything, and one class, and he helped make a piece already. I just never wore it or nothing. I still got it in my closet. After that, I had it, honestly.
Gotcha.
I'm a hands-on type person, so when I learn something or a problem solve,
it's quick.
I do it once, I got it.
Gotcha. What do you enjoy making most? I know you said it's 50-50, but like, do you have a certain piece that you made so far that you really like, whether it's from the men's or women's line? Like, which one, if you had to pick, what would be your favorite?
The tote bags, because they unisex to me.
Gotcha.
Some people see it, they like it, some people don't. But I didn't have men and women buy pieces.
Cool.
It's my first thing I made. The first thing I made. The paisley print kind of, everybody took it over, but I still make them, but order based. You gotta hit me up, order. I make it, whatever.
I know we talked about.
I actually got 2 I made.
Okay, let's check those out.
My guy John and Cali.
Okay, got the green.
I don't know his Instagram, but I made this for his girl.
That's hard. I like that. Yeah. Green is
I
actually my favorite color.
I took this from an old bag I had.
Okay.
A rug bag from the military. I have a thrift store. I took these off and sold it to the bag and changed it up for her. But then I did, this was 2 customs really. And this one.
Oh man, that's dope right there. I seen that one on your Instagram page.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, that's hard right there. I like that one.
Yeah, just something for him. He asked for a custom, so I did it.
So yeah, man, make sure y'all go on the page Roll of 7 on Instagram.
I got the shorts
out.
also you mentioned too.
Oh yeah, let me check the short. Let the people see the shorts, man. For the ones who didn't see, these are my favorite. This is my favorite thing he made so far. That's the AI one, right?
Jordan.
AI versus Jordan.
And they don't know Dennis Rodman on the back.
Oh, and you got the Robin on the back, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's dope, man. I love those shorts, man. I gotta
Appreciate
get some of those, man, real soon.
I got you.
know what I'm
Just hit
saying?
me up.
Put my order in. But I know we talked about who got you who inspired you. Any favorite brand or famous design that you would like to work with in the future, or that you aspire to?
I'm open to work with like anyone really, just because it's like more viewing content, like just creating. Like I'm here to create. But my favorite brand is Saint Laurent.
Saint Laurent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saint Laurent. Of course, I like Rick Owens. I got a pair of shoes on right now.
Okay.
But yeah, they my 2 I like the most.
Anybody locally that you would like to collab with on a couple pieces?
I'm open to anybody, honestly.
Open to work with anybody.
Yeah.
You can get a lot of artists that ask to wear your stuff in the music videos off the models that want to wear your
My cousin, my
stuff.
first one.
Gotcha.
Not really. Haven't done it yet. I always ask people if they buy a piece, let me know your word, take a picture, send it to me. I'll post you and everything. Just like thank you for the support.
What about hats? You got any hats? I noticed I didn't. Am I wrong?
It's not my brand, but it's a brand from Houston. It's a black couple from Houston. They actually made the hat. It's an R on it. It's called Revive.
Okay.
Yeah. So I saw it on
They'll be on your page. Those are going to be on yours.
Then I mean, mine just want a hat I wear, but
Okay.
I ain't really thought about hats.
Okay. Yeah, man, it'd be something to get into.
You said about the hat. You saw me wear that nobody else had really around here.
Yeah. I've been noticing a lot of different things. I've been seeing a lot of new people popping up in a designer game or whatever you want to call it.
Shout out to them for just creating.
For the hustle, the grind. But like I said, yours in particular stuck out to me because it's just not a T-shirt with a name or a pair of pants with a name. You actually putting stuff together. Like you say, you're creating. So to me, that's what stood out to me, and that's why I really wanted you on the show first before anybody. I just like the creativity that I seen in the bags, the shorts, the women's shirts, stuff like that. So I'm definitely a fan of the brand, fan of everything that you've been putting out. So I'm excited to see what you got coming up in the future. So with that being said, are you looking to put together, with everything that you got, are you looking to put together any type of fashion show strictly based with your brand? Or is it too soon for that, or you want to get more out?
I wouldn't say it's too soon because you can try anything. Like, make sure it's good for you. I'm just trying what comes to mind right now. I do have ideas, think about doing a fashion show and everything, but I had a person ask me about the fashion show.
Okay.
I told him I'd do it, just trying to get all my pieces together for it. But it's, you guys gotta try what you can.
Do you do a lot of sketch drawings?
Honestly, a lot of my ideas stick in my head.
And you just go straight to the machine with it?
I go straight to the machine with it. No, actually, sometimes I write it down. Like the bag actually came, I set the machine, made it. I forgot to make a lining. I found some fabric I liked for the lining, made the lining on it, and just went from there. Like a lot of stuff come to mind. I do write stuff down, but a lot of stuff stick in my head because I'm a thinker, just thinking all day, and if I'm stuck with an idea and I know I'm taking on a lot of ideas, I put it in my phone with my notepad.
Right.
Start typing in there, keep track of some of it. So a lot of stuff off the top of the head.
So normal day, you driving over here to the studio today, you can see, I don't know, anything, and that'll just give you the idea.
A lot of stuff is inspirational.
Right.
Like I love nature and everything. I just look at stuff. I got ideas from nature, and just looking at architecture, everything. There's a lot around this. Like a lot of stuff in plain sight that people don't see.
Right.
I started to notice and just look at it and just like, oh, like it's there. Just use it.
I noticed that, man. Like I said, on the outside looking in,
energy, really.
When I look at your page, I see the architectural stuff you post, then I see your designs. I feel like you got an eye for certain things, and that's why I feel like your brand sticks out, because the things you share on your page blends with your clothing line. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like, you know, your mind is really 10 steps ahead of everybody else, and not downing anybody else's brand online. I just think, you know, I just look at stuff like that, the things you post, and then what you come behind with it, showing it in your brand. I just think it's pretty dope, man. Like I said, I'm glad to say we from the same city, you know what I'm saying, right. P-Town, you know what I'm saying? Portsmouth, Virginia, to be exact, for those who don't know that's watching.
Yeah, small
but other
city,
than that, man, like I said, I'm looking forward to whatever you got coming out in the future. So like I said, outside of the studio, I know you said you're a laid back guy, outside of your creative space, what type of things are you into other than the brand?
Lately. I've been reading a lot lately. I got some books I'm reading. The Way of the Superior Man, I got that from Nipsey. I saw he read it, so I decided to read it.
Okay. Rest in peace to Nip.
Yeah.
So a lot of reading. Okay.
Powernomics is a good book that a lot of black people should read.
Powernomics?
Yeah. I haven't got into it yet, but I didn't hear so much about it. So I don't want to spoil my vision of it for. I just had like certain people I've been around talk about it, so I'm like, all right.
So even through reading certain books, that helps you out as well?
Yeah, just some things. Open your mind. Like, we gotta read. Reading something, it's fundamental, but we don't read a lot of stuff, so it's like, and then it's eye-opening. It helps your grammar, all of it.
Right.
So
yeah, something a lot of people haven't done since school days, pretty much. But that's what's up, man. So like I said, man, you're a dope artist, man, dope designer. Like I said, again, for the third, fourth time, just glad to have you on. I just wanted to get you on my platform and share the space with you, man, because like I said, I'm a big fan of everything you're doing. Keep pushing, keep grinding, keep working, man. Like I said, I love the brand. Roll the 7.
Appreciate it.
Got my dog, Quel Sykes, man. Social life, we gone. So last but not least, we coming to you live straight from the kitchen. My favorite place to be. We got Miss Nita B. Nita B, right?
That's correct.
Okay, gotcha.
Hi, I'm Lanita Brown. I'm from Creative Confections, your cake goddess. Dre, what we doing today? Or do you remember what we doing today?
Peach cobbler or peach dumplings?
It's a spin on peach cobbler. It's peach dumplings.
Okay.
Right, so peach dumplings pretty much is a simple way to make a peach cobbler if you in a hurry, you know, you trying to impress your little boo, or you know, you just wanted something sweet last minute and you didn't want to go through all that work, okay?
Right.
So to start, we are going to use 3/4 cup of brown sugar.
Okay.
And we also have some unsalted butter. Very important to get unsalted. And
unsalted.
Correct. You don't want this salty. We make it sweet. So we're going to use half a stick, which is 1 cup of butter. We also have our honey butter crescent rolls. We have our cinnamon, and you're also going to need a bakeware to put this in. And we got a little bit of sweet white wine. Doesn't matter what kind, whatever you enjoy.
Gotcha.
All right, to begin, we've already melted down the butter, the brown sugar, and we also added a teaspoon of cinnamon. We're just gonna make sure that's stirred up pretty good. And that looks awesome.
Yeah, it smells good.
All melted, don't it? So before we start, we're gonna put on some gloves because we will be touching raw products. And you know.
Gotta put the gloves on.
Be safe. No glove, no
Safety
love.
First.
I'm gonna go ahead and pop open a can of these biscuits. You only need 1 can of biscuits, which has 8 servings. And also, you wanna make sure you have your oven preheated to 350, that's Fahrenheit. You wanna pop these open. And I'm gonna give you half, and I'm gonna do half.
Okay, I do a little something in the kitchen.
Oh, you do? We're gonna see what you got. So you're gonna take this half, and we're gonna bring this over here. And what I'd like for you to do is start unrolling these. And you gotta find where the seam is, which is right here. Boom, there you go.
Gotcha.
All right, and you're gonna rip off one at a time. You got it?
Yep.
All right, place one in there for me. Perfect. And when the ones you aren't using, you could just place them back in the container till you're ready for
So we're rolling these back up?
You can leave them like that. You just don't want them to get messed up. So I'll take those for you for right now. Sit those back in there. And then we're gonna take some of this bubbly brown sugar mix that we made.
Okay.
And we are going to pour that in there.
So you just lay it on one layer?
Just one layer, just put it in there. Suck up all that goodness. And it's the one last thing that we haven't mentioned that we need, and it's the peaches that are in the fridge. Can you grab those for me?
So get the peaches. Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
I can get the peaches.
They're on the door, at the bottom.
Gotcha.
Perfect. See, men are useful. All right, we're gonna pop these open.
Okay.
And these, you can put a little bit of sugar on these, a little bit of cinnamon if you want to, so they can already be sweet as well.
Okay.
And we're gonna take one on each end. The thin end, shaped like a pizza, so we're gonna go to the end that you would normally bite on a pizza. And we're gonna start rolling these up just like this.
Gotcha.
And then we're just gonna take the ends and we're gonna kind of make it hug itself, just like that. Beautiful.
Gotcha. See?
Bam.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna give you another one. Boom, there you go. I'm gonna get me one.
So when you're in the kitchen, normally, when you want to make a specialty, I guess, dish, what's the thought process that you use, or what do you look for to include?
I always make sure that I put in as much effort as possible when I'm dealing with my customers, when they're ordering cakes, pies, cookies, anything like that. I make sure I have an idea of what they like, and they also know it's the understanding of what they're going to get as well. So always take your time.
Gotcha. What do you like making the most? Your cakes, cupcakes, stuff like this?
I love making specialty cakes, as far as wedding cakes, baby shower cakes. Those are my go-to. They bring me so much joy. It's a very happy occasion. And it just warms my heart to be able to be a part of someone's big day, no matter what I'm doing.
Right. Unfortunately, we didn't get the social life cake for whatever reason. I don't know.
Time restraints.
We gotta get that. Maybe we can get it next week and show it on the show.
Definitely, we can handle that, I'm sure.
Cool. So with this dish, what's the time frame? How long does it take to be done, or when do you know it's done?
Okay, so as far as preparation, it's going to take about 10 to 15 minutes for preparation. And if you're using fresh peaches, which I do like to use, you do peel those as well as get the core out. And you just sit those aside, and again, keep them refrigerated, and you can add cinnamon or sugar to those as well. If you don't really like peaches, you can always add apples. That's a good alternative. That's amazing dish as well.
Apples sound good with this.
Yes, it's like an apple crisp almost. Well, apple pie, American pie. And then as far as baking, it's only going to take 30 minutes to put these in the oven for them to come out bubbling and golden brown. We're down to the last couple of ones.
Gotcha.
And there's still quite a bit of mix left, but we're gonna do something with that at the end, so don't worry. Let's see. Got just enough peaches, perfect. I'm gonna roll this one up so we can get your piggy in his blanket.
I feel like this just turned into the cake goddess show.
Right?
Gotcha.
Grab your peach. I'm just put some mix down real quick for you. All right, so put that in there.
All right.
And then you're gonna go ahead and roll that up. Finish with this.
Gotcha.
And everything that's left, we're gonna go ahead and pour this on top. I'll put these kind of close together so they bake into one. And we're just gonna pour this on top.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be
let it
perfect.
marinate.
Yes, you gonna want this at the end once this goes in the oven. Trust me, it's gonna create an amazing crust to give you that crunch at the end.
Yeah.
All right. We got those covered, and if you like to, you can always add a little bit of cinnamon at the end. I can't get this. Can you get it for me?
Let me see if I can get this for you.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Men are useful.
Exactly. A little bit on the top. Then we're gonna throw this into the oven. But before we do so, again, we're gonna take a little bit of this white wine, white sweet wine, and we're gonna base it with just a little bit of this.
And do you have to use white wine, or can you use red wine, or white wine is what works for this?
White wine is what works, but if you don't feel comfortable with using alcohol in the kitchen, you can always use Sprite or lemon lime soda in replace of the wine. And again, we're gonna put this in the oven and bake it for 350 for 30 minutes.
Gotcha.
Grab that one, put that in. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these plated because they are looking super yummy.
Yeah, looking real good right
So
now.
I'm gonna grab one for you and one for me. And let these cool off a little bit because they probably will be a little hot.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy some of these. Don't that look good?
Let's test it out.
All right, get your fork.
Appreciate it.
All right, let's see. I'm dropping
Good.
it on you. It's good, right?
Real good.
I want some more.
Definitely.
It's like a little peach turnover, like the ones you buy from the store, but it just tastes so much better. That's good.
Definitely good. So peach
Dumpling.
dumplings,
Yes.
not peach cobbler. About 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
That's all it takes. Real delicious, real good. White wine,
Brown
sugar, unsalted butter. That's all you need.
Crescent rolls.
And the crescent rolls, most importantly. And you got your peach dumplings.
Boom.
Other than the peach dumplings, I'm gonna ask you a couple more questions.
Okay.
What's your favorite cake that you have made for somebody so far?
Oh my goodness. It's probably one of my wedding cakes. Again, wedding days are so personal to me. They just feel amazing to see two people come together, and I usually get to stay for the ceremony. So to know when I see a year later pictures on Facebook and different things like that, I'm like, oh, that's my cake in the background. So it holds a special place in my heart when I do the wedding cake.
Do you see a brand having storefront, or do you personally, do you like it better doing it how you got it now, just do it from home, or would you like to have a storefront for your business?
We're definitely home-based for now, but I do see a brick and mortar in the future. We do plan on offering a couple of different things for other cake decorators in the Hampton Roads. So shout out to y'all, because I do see y'all and y'all do work hard too. So I'm definitely working on something for all of us.
Shout out to everybody doing their thing
Yes.
in the bakery business. So other than that, so wedding cakes are your favorite. You would like to have a storefront.
That's right.
So in the future, for people who don't know how to find you, or are looking forward to doing business with you, or just interested in seeing your work, where can they find you at?
You can find me on Facebook currently. My personal page is Lanita Brown. I will then direct you to my Instagram, and my Instagram is creative.confections, where you can see all of my work as well. There's also a business email, and that's cakes by Lanita, LANITA, @gmail.com, and you can reach out to me for any inquiries as well as pricing and so much more.
All right, and there you have it. Lanita Brown. I'm LLD. It's another episode of Social Life, and we out.